8 initiates have died in the Eastern Cape since the start of the summer initiation season. And according to the Provincial Traditional Affairs Department, COGTA, 6 of the initiates were illegally circumcised. One initiate was burnt beyond recognition in his hut in Stutterheim, while another died from lung complications. Let's now welcome the President of Contralesa, Kgoshi Mathupa Mokoena, to give us an update on how the initiation season for the year 2024 and 2025 has been for both winter as well as summer season. Kgoshi, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate you. So this initiation season was somewhat a successful one, with practitioners also given additional support for the summer season. Let's hear from you how you've observed the entire season and how it fared, considering all the safety and health challenges that are normally associated with this period. Kgoshi, are you there? Please unmute.
Oh, sorry about that. No, thanks, Alicia. Into Zaband. No, indeed, we are so worried about the happening at our initiation schools, especially now in the summer season. And it's so disappointing that already we lost some initiates, and that was not what we planned as a traditional leadership, and especially in the Eastern Cape. But what we did, we met and consulted widely. What we are coming up now is something very radical, because we're saying let's have a moratorium on the initiation schools in the Eastern. That will give us a chance to sit down, all of us, all stakeholders, to check what is it that we can do to salvage this situation. Because it is embarrassing, Alicia, my sister, that all initiation season, we are complaining about the same thing, all of us. And we're saying the buck stops here, my sister.
And then, Kgoshi, I mean, with the introduction of the Customary Initiation Act which established the National Initiation Oversight Committee within COGTA, have you seen any differences in going forward in terms of addressing some of the current challenges inherent in the practice of initiation?
Alicia, I am happy to say in other provinces, we are seeing some improvements and things are going very well. If you can check from all the stats, in all other provinces, things are well. But unfortunately, in the Eastern Cape, what is troubling all of us is the illegal initiation schools. That's where things are not happening, because those schools can't be monitored, because some of the owners don't even reveal where those schools are. They only come to us when there is a carnage. But generally, things are going very well. And I'm happy that our colleagues in the Eastern Cape are trying their best in making sure that things are getting back to normal.
And speaking
as long as we don't have some...
Yes, Kgoshi, go ahead.
Yes,
go ahead. Yes, go ahead, Kgoshi.
No, yes, I was saying what we have decided, as I said earlier on, to have this moratorium, that we need extraordinary measures that will make people to be scared to have these bogus initiation schools. Because as we are talking now, in the Eastern Cape, that's where we are facing these challenges. And I am convinced that if we can have this moratorium, where we say for about 2 years or so, let's stop all the schools there until we get things right. Are not going to win this battle, Alicia.
I'm slightly losing your audio there, Kgoshi, but let's try and forge ahead with our interview. And just on that point of illegal operators, I had a conversation with your leadership not so long ago about, putting into effect the process of vetting as well as accrediting initiate traditional practitioners as a measure to deal with the rise of bogus operators. Has this process in earnest begun, Kgoshi?
We have started cleaning our system. All we did is to identify those trained traditional surgeons with experience to say they are the ones who are going to be deployed to assist us in safety. But only they're following any prescript. They are not following any rule of law. They are doing as they please. Alicia, embarrassingly, some of those traditional surgeons are as young as 25 years. In our culture, you cannot have a 25-year-old running that school.
True.
It's not on. Hence, we are coming up with this extraordinary measure to say, let's stop and go back to the drawing boards and correct whatever that needs to be corrected. Because even some of the legal schools, there are some of the challenges, even though they are not that measure. But still, even if there is one death at one school, still we are saying it's one death too many. As Contralesa, all we are saying is that let's all stakeholders come together. Let's look at what is it that we can do together, because as long as there are those who are having the schools privately and are being supported by some of us, we are not going to get this thing right. But I am convinced, because after consulting our leaders in the Eastern Cape, we all agree that we need that moratorium for 2 years for us to look at to exactly what is it that needs to be done at our schools. Alicia.
Thank you so much, Kgoshi. Unfortunately, I have to leave it there. We are having audio challenges there, but thank you so much for your input this afternoon, Mr. Kgoshi Mathupa Mokoena. There is the President of Contralesa on this year's initiation season.